Hey kids, welcome to Sunday worship on Easter Sunday.
And we are so glad you're watching.
Hey, today we have a mystery to solve.
That's right. The tomb of Jesus is empty. What happened to his body?
Well, we are going to the detective firm of Gretclue. Because Gretchen and her sidekick Alex are hot on the trail for the truth. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. You don't say. Okay, bye.
Who was that?
I don't know. You didn't say. Hello? Yes, this is Gretclue. You got a case to crack? Let us take a whack. What can we do for you? You don't say. You don't say. Really, you don't say. Oh, you don't say. Okay, goodbye.
Let me guess. They didn't give you their name.
Well, of course they did. And boy, did they give us a mystery to solve.
Oh, that's great. What is it? I'm ready for a challenge.
Well, this is a real challenge. I'm going to call it the case of the empty tomb. You see, there appears to be a man called Jesus who was crucified on Friday, buried before sunset, but now his tomb is empty.
That is a mystery. Okay, let's get all our equipment together.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Magnifying glass.
Check.
Investigator hat.
Check.
Pad and pencil.
Check.
Candy.
Check. What?
You gotta have candy.
Okay, check. Good.
Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go! The first thing I'm going to do is interview a soldier who was guarding the empty tomb. Excuse me, sir. I am Gretchen from Gretclue, and we are investigating the empty tomb of Jesus. Can I ask you a few questions?
Well, I really don't like talking about it, but I guess so.
All right. Did Jesus actually die, sir?
I can assure you he was dead. I have overseen thousands of crucifixions, and believe me, he was dead.
Okay, was Jesus placed in a tomb?
Of course he was. We placed him in the tomb, and then a large boulder was put right in front of the tomb and sealed with a Roman seal, and then I was ordered to guard the tomb myself.
Then how did the tomb get empty?
We fell asleep. And while we were asleep, the disciples came right under our nose and stole Jesus' body.
Really? I thought that the disciples were hiding in fear of their very lives.
Well, I suppose they might have been, but you see,
How could they have ever moved that big, heavy stone
I don't know.
under your noses?
We were really sleepy that night, and I heard one of those disciples is training for the strongman competition this year, and so
your story just doesn't add up, sir. Is there something else you want to tell me?
Well, actually, we're off the record, right?
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
Here's what happened.
Okay.
We were guarding the tomb when a brilliant light shone from out of the tomb, and the stone rolled away by itself, and Jesus came walking out of that tomb. It was the most amazing thing I ever saw, but see, they gave us a lot of money and told us to spread the lie about the disciples stealing the body.
Wow. That's very, very interesting. According to you, sir, Jesus rose from the dead, and that's why the tomb is empty.
Yes.
Very interesting. I am going to have to think about this some more.
Well, It took some time, but I'd managed to find one of the women who claims to be at the tomb and have seen that it was empty. Her name is Mary Magdalene, and I'm going to interview her now. Miss, excuse me, miss, I need to ask you some questions.
Do I know you, sir?
Well, I am a nationally recognized detective, winner of the Sleuth of the Week, October 24th, 2006, given by the Detectives Organization of Regional Knox, otherwise known as the Dork Organization. And I'm not surprised that you knew me.
No, that's not it. I think you delivered my pizza last week.
Oh, well, yeah, that's my second job. Anyway, did you see Jesus alive after he was dead?
Well, I most certainly did. Are you getting this? You see, early Sunday morning, we went to Jesus' tomb to visit. Mm-hmm. And we were wondering how to move that big stone.
Yes.
When we got there, the stone was already moved. And get this, the tomb was empty.
I just had a light bulb moment, ma'am. I believe I have solved this case. It's very simple, actually. You just went to the wrong tomb.
No.
Sometimes I just amaze myself at my own brilliance.
No, we weren't at the wrong tomb. If we had, then the enemies of Jesus would have just went to the right tomb and produced his body.
I guess so,
And they never did.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, you went to the tomb, you found it empty, and then what?
Then an angel told us that Jesus had risen from the dead, just like he said he would.
An angel, you say? How did you know it was an angel? And how did you know that what that angel said was true? After all, it's just secondhand knowledge, hearsay. I learned that word in spy school.
Well, get this. A short time later, I saw him. I saw Jesus myself. He talked to me. Did you get that? Mm-hmm. And told me to go and tell the disciples. Very interesting indeed. I think I'm going to need to talk to a disciple to elaborate this story. So thank you very much, ma'am. You have been so helpful. I need to continue my brilliant deductive ways in trying to solve this case. Well, hey. Yes. Could you deliver a pizza to me? Oh, okay. I guess so. Large or medium? Large. Okay. Extra pepperoni. All right. It took a long time, but I managed to get the disciple at the center of this. Peter, sir, yes. Can I ask you a few questions about the empty tomb? Of course you may. Great. After Jesus died, Peter, did you expect him to rise from the dead? Of course not. I mean, Jesus had talked about it some, but we never expected it to happen. As a matter of fact, after Jesus died, we were in hiding, fearing for our lives. What happened next? Well, Mary Magdalene came to us, and she said that she saw Jesus alive. Of course, we just thought she was crazy. But I did run to the tomb to find out for myself, and I did find the tomb was empty, and Jesus' grave clothes were still in there. Wow. Is that when you believed, Peter? No, I was still trying to figure all this out. But then Jesus appeared to all of us. Wow. And he continued to appear to us for 40 days. And I have no doubt that the tomb is empty because Jesus is alive. Thank you, Peter, for your input. I will take all of this into consideration. All right, let's see what we have. Okay. The soldiers said Jesus rose from the dead. Gotcha. The women said Jesus rose from the dead. And the disciples said Jesus rose from the dead. And the Bible says Jesus rose from the dead. It's in Luke 24:33 through 34. There they found the 11 and those with them. They were gathered together, saying, "The Lord has indeed risen."
Well, I believe the mystery is solved. I think we can come to the rightful conclusion that the tomb is empty because Jesus is truly alive.
And because he's alive, he can forgive us and he can live in us.
Well, that is the best news ever. Well, this is Gretchen and I'm Max of Gret Clue. We're going to sign off now. Another case solved by my brilliant deductive mind. Oh, I gotta go now.
Well, why?
Well, I gotta deliver some pizza.
Pizza? Well, while you're doing that, here is a song celebrating that Jesus is alive. We can sign off with it.